So typically, while I am working on bows and waiting for parts to dry, finishes, glue, or what have you, I will take time to do some shooting, and I am so disappointed that I have broken the Siyah on this particular bow. I just shot and the string popped off, and so now I got to figure out how I'm going to fix this. Since I'm not going to not shoot this bow. I love shooting this bow. So anyway, it's kind of a idea of what I got going on here. I got a pencil line struck right across here. I'm just going to grind this down flat, basically put an overlay on, and redo my groove. Alright, here's what I got so far. I just ground that right down. And just a whisper of the original nocks there, string nocks, kind of showing through, which might actually work out okay for reference. So I'm going to fashion out a new piece of wood and put it over top there. All right, so here is a quick tip when you're, fashioning out a small piece that you're trying to make, or something that's going to fit into a small area, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, this piece really only needs to be as big as where the pencil line is. And when I am going about constructing it, however, I cut the piece that I'm working larger than the piece I need. And what that does is give me all of this with which to hold it while I'm working it on tools or whatever I need to do, so that I can keep my hand away from the sander, the saw, whatever the case may be. So I always make the end of the piece, or the piece that I'm working on, bigger than the finished piece to start, and then take out that waste at the very end. Yeah, the glue up really does look pretty good here. Got a quick line on here where I need to take it down to meet the original length, and then from there we just shape it out to match the original and put in a new string nock and take her for a ride. So here comes the fun part, getting everything ground down and back to the original shape here, which is going to be kind of tricky. I did pencil out the shape that it's supposed to be, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off with the bandsaw, and then just get to work with, I don't know, sanders, files, etc., whatever tools I have at my disposal to get that worked down back to its original shape. All right, guys, got about as close as I think I'm gonna get with the sander, and you can see where I kind of nipped on the tape a little bit, so I knew I was getting close. And that's the purpose of the tape, is to ensure that I'm just not grinding away the existing portions of the Siyah. So close at this point. Going to turn over to hand tools and some files. My little indexing line for keeping everything lined up seems to be intact, and near as I can tell, sighting down the bow, we seem to be in pretty decent order. A little bit of patience and just real attention to detail, and I think I am at least done getting everything matched up to the original Siyah here. All right. We got our string nocks in. This is at least good enough now to take out there and give a couple shots and make sure that it's going to work okay. Or at least string up and check alignment and etc. and then take a couple shots. Well, guys, despite my ability to hit that can in a few shots here, or the desire to continue taking shots or clips to try and hit it, point being that tip did in fact work out pretty well. So this bow will live to shoot for hopefully another several hundred arrows before it gives me any kind of hassle again, but I don't suspect that it will. Thanks for joining me this week, guys. I will catch you next week.